Hi guys, long time no see. How are you? It is Ball TV. If it's your first time here, welcome and hope to see you again. Alright, so I had stepped out and I was like, you know what? Let's make use of this makeup and outfit and everything. Okay. Alright, so I just want to touch quickly on what is trending right now. Three things are trending. One, let's start with Zari, the boss lady, the one and only. Most of you probably don't know who Zari is. That's okay. So Zari is, I guess, socialite, but she's also, I look at her as a business woman. Like, she's a very good at what she does as far as business is concerned. She also does, once in a while she does have, she carry out events. She also, I think she's a social media influencer. So she just does a lot of 10,000 things, basically. In short, Zari is basically a superwoman, in my opinion, anyways. So something has been trending, and I could not believe that actually they are haters. Why would someone hate Zari? Anyways, everyone has a weakness, obviously, but I like to look at the positive every time. And in everyone that I see, I look at positives. Even though there are some negative, I still look at positive. So anyway, so there was something that she said, but
I'm improving myself to you every day. Nigga, what do you bring on the table for me to be here out proving myself? What do you fucking bring on the table? Fucking proving myself to you every day. Nigga, what do you bring on the table for me to be here out proving myself? What do you fucking bring on the table?
Analyzing the video, she seemed like she was a little bit drunk. Maybe she was just partying or drinking. And sometimes when you're drinking, you know, emotions get mixed up. And she did say something about her husband. And what is trending mainly is because of everything that she said. She did mention that the guy need to bring what that she brings to the table, basically. So this video is about 4 things. 1, Zari. 2, a table. 3, her husband Shakib. 4, Diamond Platinum. So Zari used to be Diamond's wife, which I still think she is Diamond's wife, because anytime you see Zari and Diamond, you just see like they are family. Obviously they are very good friends. Obviously they don't hate each other. That's what most people probably want to believe. Like if you are with your ex, you should be enemies and whatnot, but that's not how Zari and Diamond is. And it looks like every time that whoever Zari dates or whoever Diamond dates, they seem to have a little bit of self-esteem, or maybe because of the relationship of Zari and Diamond. So anyways, behind the story is, long story short, is it does look like Shakib is not too comfortable with Zari's friendship with Diamond, but obviously he knows what he got himself into. But the short of the story is that apparently Diamond showed up at her daughter's birthday, and Shakib is saying, oh, I wasn't notified. Anybody that knows Diamond knows that Diamond is very spontaneous.
Oh, how's it? Princess.
I'm your diamond. Oh. Tifa. 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 I told you my dad is together. Let me go call him. Oh my. You know, I got you. lied to me. He lied to me. He said.
That's what the king of the jungle do. The king of the jungle does what the king of the jungle wants to do. Anyway, so the guy feels, and he's not even in South Africa. Shakib is in Uganda. It's not like he's in the country. Even though he's in the country, if Diamond decides that he wants to drop by, Diamond is gonna drop by, and there is nothing anybody can say about it. So for me, so the other part about the table is that what does Shakib brings to the table? Well, there is not a lot he's putting on that table. If you look at the table, but he's working. If I was Shakib, if I am Shakib, he needs to work hard, because you are married to a very hardworking woman, or a woman that has her money. Obviously, you're going to feel somehow. And her ex is like Africa's superstar. Like, how are you gonna compete, right? And the other thing is, my advice to Shakib is you need to work really hard. And the other thing is also buy a house in South Africa. You cannot be talking about moving to Zari's house in South Africa when, obviously, some of the things in that house, according to Princess Tifa, my lovely Princess Tifa, her dad bought it. Why would you want to be in a house where, you're sitting on a furniture that is paid for by another man? Like, come on. If you want to move to South Africa, buy a house. Start building. Build a house, buy a land in South Africa and start building. Zari can easily, single-handedly, look at that project. Build a house, That way it is your house. It's not like Zari's house. It's Zari's husband's house, That way, even though you say that, okay, I don't want Diamond to step up any time in my house, because it's your house, right? But you don't have a house in South Africa, okay? You are still working, so my thing is work hard. And anytime you marry a celebrity, your self-esteem needs to be out of this world. But something small, if Diamond drops off to check on the kids, if something happening, Diamond shows up, you are not happy because nobody told you. Well, in reality, yes, you need to be told, but sometimes it is Diamond. Diamond will do things what Diamond wants to do, right? So many times, if you go back to social media, you'll see a lot of time, even when Diamond was with still some of his other baby mama, I guess, how many baby mamas are we looking at? You'll see that he does things spontaneous, right? He's a spontaneous guy most of the time. So expect that. This is not going to be the first time or the second time or the third time. Diamond is going to do it again and again and again. So you better start ignoring certain things. And in marriage, there are certain things that you just let go. So as far as things such as Diamond and the kids and their mama, that relationship, just pull yourself out. Create a different relationship for your wife and your stepchildren. So the nature of that relationship is going to be different. But the nature of relationship that Zari has with Diamond and their children is different. So don't think that you're going to be part of it, because you're not going to be picture perfect in that picture, right? So as a stepdad, you just need to calm down. Like for me right now, your focus should be making money. And if you want to move to South Africa, your focus should be building a house in South Africa or buying a house in South Africa, right? Buy a bigger house in South Africa where all the kids can be, and anytime you want to visit, you can. And then Zari can decide with what he wants to do with the house. Maybe they can rent it to a not-for-profit organization or whatever it is they want to do. Because then if you are comfortable that your wife is staying in a house that you built, then Simba will understand that, okay, that is someone's house. I cannot just be stepping in anyhow. But he's still going to stop by anyhow. Anyways, it's Diamond. Expect that. But at least you'll be comfortable that it's your house. But not every small thing, Zari, there's an argument, and then you want Zari to be flying first class to come and see in Uganda. Do you know how much that ticket is? Something small, you want to be babysat. Like, it doesn't make sense. For me, in my opinion, if you are not yet very comfortable in that relationship, take a break. Take a year off, take 2 years off or something. Take a time off, right? And then you guys can regroup. Just take a time off and figure things out. Try to understand that scenario, or try to get to know Diamond. My opinion, try to get to know Diamond. Because when you get to know Diamond, you'll understand how he does things. Then when such things start happening, it won't be a thing, right? But one thing is very clear. whether it's going to be you, Shakib, whether it's going to be any of Diamond's wife or future ex or whatever. Zari is not going anywhere. And if you are Zari's husband or Zari's boyfriend, present husband or future husband or whatever it is, Diamond is not going anywhere. So, and the relationship of Diamond and Zari is a very unique one. So if you want that you pay attention to it, you are going Omala Manda. Let me speak like Uganda. Omala Manda. You are going to finish your gas for nothing. Those two you cannot get between Diamond and Zari. That nature of their relationship, we don't know. Nobody knows. It's only the two of them. Because if they decide tomorrow that they are getting back together, trust me, they will get back together. If Diamond wants to get back together with Zari and Zari wants to get together back with Diamond, they will. Seriously. And everything else will be garbage. Right? So, I'm coming back. Alright, so as I was trying to say is, my advice to Shakib, obviously, who am I to advise Shakib? Shakib is, Shakib, right? Take this. Make money. Just make money. Just make money. Make money, right? Focus on making money, right? And then buy a house in South Africa. Buy a house in South Africa. Or buy a land in South Africa. Right? Even though you buy a land and then Zari, I'm sure Zari will have no problem chipping, but as a man, you need to build a house for your wife. Make money. Buy a house for your wife. Buy a house for Zari. Buy Zari another G-Wagon or Lexus or something. Buy her something. You need to make so much money that you buy Zari a private jet. What is private jet? Buy a wife private jet and put it Zari. Like, put Zari's name on it. Right? That way, anytime Diamond is coming to the house, they see the plane, the jet outside with Zari's name. The point is, obviously, speaking of the table, you are not putting a lot on that table. We are not saying that you are not doing anything, no. Obviously, you probably take the kids for dinner that you pay. Hopefully, you are, you're taking them to vacation, Dubai or whatnot. I don't know if you're doing that. But the most important thing, I don't know when was the last time you bought your wife, $50 or $1 million diamond for no reason. Like, you have to make your wife happy. Zari has money, so get used to seeing big numbers. Get used to her wanting diamond, gold every now and then, right? Because you put yourself, who asked Zari to marry them? Zari did not ask you. You are the one that asked Zari to marry you. So, my advice to you is make money and treat your wife as a princess. And don't pay attention to Diamond. Just know that Diamond is not going anywhere anyways. Diamond is going to be there in Zari's life, and that's going to be forever. So, since Diamond is going to be in Zari's life forever, my opinion is try to get to know Diamond. Hang out with Diamond, get to know Diamond's friends and all that stuff. Because when you understand how Diamond rolls, when Diamond calls at 2 a.m. to say that he's outside, he wants to come and see his kids, and you are somewhere in Uganda, you'll not be freaking out. And the other thing is, very important, speaking of experience, if you marry a celebrity, just make sure your self-esteem is up there. Your self-esteem needs to be on point. So if you're having self-esteem issues, take a break from this relationship and go and fix it. If you're still having issues that every time Diamond calls, they should let you know. Zari doesn't even have to tell you every time Diamond calls. Like, is that babysitting? Don't you trust your wife? She can run the home the way she sees fit. If Diamond is in the neighborhood, she wants to come and see the kids, she can come and see the kids. And when she's free, she can always call you that, oh, guess what? The baby daddy was here to see his kids. That's no big deal. And you're in a civilized society. Haven't you seen places where ex-husband and ex-wife lived in the same building, in the same house? Like, do you want Diamond to move in? So So anyways, so speaking of the table, obviously, since I don't think Zari really meant it, but because she was drunk and she kind of blew that up. But if it came out, she was probably thinking about it. So long story short, the point is, you need to be adding things to your table. It looks like you're not putting a lot to that table, and there's nothing wrong with being asked to contribute. Okay, that's one. I already I've spoken about the table. You need to add something to the table. I already advise you to work. I don't have any advice for Zari. Just keep being you. Don't lose your self-esteem in this process. Don't let someone's low self-esteem like Shakib put you down. Don't lose yourself in the process. You have kids to bring up, You have your two Prince Nilan and Princess Tifa. You still have your teenage boys to watch and all that stuff. So don't make someone, even though things are very good in the other room, the way social media is saying, maybe Shakib is very good in the other room. That's why. But the point is, focus on yourself sometimes. Sometimes just take a break. And just sometimes take a break. And because the other thing I think, knowing Zari for a long time, I think one of the reasons she married Shakib is Shakib looked like peace. Zari wanted peace. So Shakib is Zari's peace. But if you, Mr. Peace, is not going to be peaceful anymore, then there is no need. Right? So continue to be the peace of your wife. Right? Be the peace. There's no need something small like you want Zari to be babysitting you. You are not a child. Anytime Diamond shows up, you're already freaking out. Well, anybody in your position will freak out because of the close relationship that Diamond has with his ex. But you should also know the kind of relationship you have with Zari, the kind of trust that you have between you and Zari. So if you cannot trust Zari enough to be around Diamond, dude, get out of the kitchen if it's too hot. Get out. Get out of the kitchen if it's too hot. If you cannot trust your wife, then there is a big issue. You should be able to trust your wife. Even though Diamond decides to sleep in the house, you should be able to trust your wife that nothing will happen. But if you cannot trust your wife, then there is a big problem. Marriage is one of the biggest tenets of marriage is trust. The moment you're not trusting somebody, please take a break or get out of that marriage because it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You're going to be trying to, it's not gonna work. Fix the trust issues. Until you are 100% trustworthy to say that Diamond can sleep in South Africa house and you'll have no issue with Zari, then I will know you are good. But if you cannot trust Zari, then dude, you have an issue because this lady trusts you. She's in South Africa and she trusts that you're in Uganda. She trusts you, but obviously your trust towards Zari is not 100%. But Zari's trust to you looks like it's 100%. So we have a problem. So Sebo, your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. Because that girl is going to come to her sense and is going to excuse-moi. C'est quoi? Quoi? She's going to come to her senses one day. I'm like, you know what, dude? Move, man. Move. There's a lot of men that will want to treat Zari as queen. If you cannot do that because all your head is you're worried about Diamond, then you have issues. Now to Diamond. Well, I have nothing to say to Diamond. Diamond is still growing up. What can you tell Diamond? Diamond is very spontaneous. Because if Shakib was close to Diamond, right? Diamond could have easily texted him. But obviously, he is more worried about Diamond instead of being friends with Diamond. He need to realize Diamond is not going anywhere, Shakib. When you got married to this woman, you knew that he had a ex-husband. And there is other step-kids. What kind of stepdad are you, man? Low self-esteem. This thing is even getting annoying, man. Anyways, that is it for the Zari, Diamond, and the table. Okay? Let's move on to the next video. Bye.